What's up, beauties? Lisa May here. As promised, I am back with a video sharing 7 tips with you all for going vegetarian. However, before I get into that, I just want you all to take note of my scarf. If you notice, I am wearing a pink scarf in honor of one of my best girlfriends, who's actually more like a sister to me, little Sandy Mill. She's having her first child, a baby girl, and I am just super excited for her. So Sandy, this scarf is for you. Congratulations, Mama. Let's get right into this video. If you remember from my last video, I was telling you how for the month of January, I have been completely vegetarian. And if you've been following me for some time and have seen some of my previous videos, you probably remember how I was telling you how I was struggling to get back to my normal diet of pescatarian. So I have done that. I'm super proud of myself. So I just wanted to come and share some tips with you all in case you all were thinking about starting the vegetarian diet or lifestyle, or if you have started it and are struggling, I just want to share some quick tips with you all. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. Okay, so let me just start off by saying that I am someone who kind of has like OCD, and in order for me to carry out a goal, I kind of need to attach it to another occurrence. So for this getting back to pescatarian and going vegetarian, it wasn't something that I could just start on, let's say, December 8th and then go with it. Some people can, you know, some people have that discipline. I don't. So for me, it has to be either like the first of the month or it has to be the new year. Probably because I take the first of the month very serious and because I take the new year very seriously. In order for me to completely be vegetarian, I had to attach this goal to the beginning of the year and incorporate it with the Daniel fast. That's what's really helped me to really stick with it this time and get back on track. That being said, let me just jump right into these tips. Tip number 1 is to define your purpose. You know, why are you going vegetarian? What are you hoping to get out of it? Are you hoping to lose weight? Are you doing it for health reasons? Are you doing it because, you know, you love animals and you're hoping to transition into veganism? Really take a look at what you're hoping to get out of it and why you're doing it, because that's what's going to keep you committed and drive you on your journey and throughout your process. Tip number 2 is to do your research and plan to prepare. Research the diet, research the lifestyle, research what it means to be a vegetarian, the foods you can eat, the foods you can't eat, research the experiences of other people. And then take a look at your existing eating habits and your existing eating style and your preferences, and then find vegetarian alternatives. Figure out if you are someone who is a cook or more of a snacker, because if you're more of a snacker, you know, don't go into it expecting to just all of a sudden cook up these amazing vegetarian dishes. If you're more of a snacker, then you know it might be more beneficial to you to create fruit bags, to get fruit trays, to get pre-made dishes, get pre-made salads, so you can always just grab it and go. Because a big part of sticking to any diet is having the foods available to you. If you have the foods available to you, you're more than likely to stick to the diet, because if you don't, then it'll be easier and more appealing to just go to McDonald's and grab some chicken nuggets. And then also do your research on the restaurants that you can eat at. Do your research on the grocery stores that you can shop at. Some grocery stores have a better selection than other grocery stores. Some grocery stores have a wider selection or a wider range of items than other ones. So really do your research and find out where you can shop and where you can eat at. And then once you do that, plan to prepare. You want to figure out the days that you're going to go grocery shopping. You want to figure out the days that you're going to prepare the foods that you bought. You want to plan out your meals. You want to plan out the days that you're going to cook your meals, the times that you're going to cook. And you really have to put thought into that. It really is important for you to stay stocked with whatever it is that you plan to eat. And just please know that, you know, depending on the type of person you are, if you're a person like me, like I said, who's, you know, slightly OCD, you know, it's going to take some time to clean off all those vegetables that you bought, to wash off all of that fruit. And that can be a long process. Like that can be an all day or at least a half a day task, you know. So plan for that. So really, it really is important to do your research and plan to prepare. Tip number 3 is to get clear on your protein. A big thing that stands in the way of people adopting a vegetarian diet or lifestyle is not feeling or being worried that they're not going to get protein. Some people even argue that you don't need protein. I can tell you for myself, I need protein. When I don't have protein, I feel very sluggish. I feel very tired. I just really have a loss of energy. However, meat is not the only source of protein. You can get protein from beans, you can get protein from nuts, you can get protein from certain vegetables. You know, it's just really part of doing your research and determine your top 5 sources. Those are going to be your staples, whether it's beans or eggs or seeds. Those are the items that you're going to want to make sure that you stock up on when you go to the grocery store. And those are going to be the items that you want to make sure you prepare. If eggs are going to be a big part of your source of protein and you plan to incorporate that into salads, go ahead and just boil up a big batch of eggs and chop them up and put them in a container and have them ready to put on your salad. Or if it's beans, make sure you soak the beans overnight. You go ahead and prepare the big dish of them and then ration it out throughout the week to put in your salads or to have as a side dish. But really get clear on your protein. And tip number 4, you can actually take this or leave it. This is just more of a personal one for me, but it's to steer clear of substitutes. If your goal is to be healthy, honestly, substitutes just aren't, because they're processed. And when I say substitutes, I mean things like tofu, tempeh, things like the Morning Star burgers, veggie hot dogs, like those things that are processed. I think that you would tend to want to avoid those just because they're not as healthy. When you're starting a new healthy lifestyle, you don't want to go into it developing unhealthy habits when you're laying that foundation. So I would just say steer clear of the substitutes. Tip number 5 might seem a little counterintuitive from tip number 4, but it is to indulge winning if you need to and pace yourself if you have to. If you are craving a burger and you don't feel like making a veggie burger, or you don't know how to make a veggie burger, go ahead and get the Morning Star or the Boca Burger. I think Boca Burger is a veggie burger, I think. But you know, go ahead and get the Morning Star or the Boca Burger. It's not really gonna hurt too much when you've already been eating McDonald's for the past 20 years, you know? Or if you're out at breakfast or brunch and you order the pancakes and you really want the vegetarian sausage or patty or whatever, like, go ahead, indulge winning if you need to. And then also pace yourself if you have to. If you have to cut meat out for the week, Monday through Friday, and only eat it on the weekends, that's absolutely fine. Whatever's going to help you stay committed and help you to develop that that discipline and that vegetarian muscle is what's really important. So again, indulge winning if you need to, and pace yourself if you have to. Tip number 6 is to find a tribe. You know, I've kind of gone back and forth with vegetarianism or pescatarianism and eating meat, and you know, back and forth. But when I really got serious about it and really committed to it, I had a live-in boyfriend at the time who was a pescatarian, and he was really committed to his diet and his lifestyle, and so it just made it really easy to eat the foods that he ate. So it was easy to stick to it. So that's why I say to find a tribe, find other people who are vegetarians or vegans or even pescatarians. Find those people that can support you. Find those people that can encourage you. People that you can share recipes with. And if for no other reason, you know, people who won't tempt you to eat ribs. You know, people who want to invite you out to the rib shack. So I think it's really important to find that tribe. Tip number 7 is to remember your why. There's going to come times in your life where, you know, you're being stretched in other areas of your life, where you're going to seek out comfort in the nostalgia of things that are familiar to you from your past, things that make you feel comfortable. So for example, let's say the fall is here, football season has come around. You used to always go to Taco Mac and get the lemon pepper wings. And like I said, you're being stretched in the other parts of your life, and you know, you're just feeling all out of sorts. You're going to want that comfort of what you're used to and what you used to know. So you're going to think like, oh man, let me go, forget this. Let me just go to Taco Mac and, you know, watch the game and just feel good right now. But if you remember your why, if you remember, you know, your goal of wanting to lose weight, if you remember the fact that, you know, you want to be healthy and that's probably not the healthiest option, or, you know, if you remember your love of animals, it'll probably motivate you not to do it. So like I said, tip number 7 is to remember your why. And then if I could just give you all like a quick bonus tip and it kind of like piggybacks off of the do your research, but it's a little bit more fun. When I tell you that YouTube is such a great resource, it is such a great resource. I would really encourage you to look at all those what I eat in a day videos, because ladies, I am here to tell you that there is life on the other side of meat, okay? Like, for real. These girls are eating good, and they have the way that they get so creative with it and come up with these dishes. And not only that, it's really simple. It's not as like intimidating as you would think it would be. Like, it really is doable to create these dishes. So search Instagram for, not search Instagram, but yes, you can search Instagram, search YouTube for these what I eat in a day videos to get these ideas from people, and you can see how they make it. And then also Pinterest. Go on to Pinterest and, you know, get those recipes, but really have fun with that, because I mean, if you're anything like me, like, I love to watch a what I eat in a day video. And actually what I'll do is I'll link below maybe like a few videos that I've looked at in the past that have inspired me. Okay, and actually before I wrap up this video, I just want to share a very quick word with you. I can just go ahead and tell you that this probably might be like a staple in these videos, sharing a word with you, just because 2018, like I said, all about the Holy Spirit. I have really been committed to my prayer life and my spiritual life. So I feel like I might be incorporating a lot of this into these videos. But I just want to give you a quick word. I was praying this morning, and I had, like, I guess maybe like a revelation that I wanted to share. And that is, if you have been like confused or not really sure about what your purpose is, and you're really hoping to move into your purpose for 2018, and if you are over the age of 25 or 30, you don't need to discover your purpose, you need to remember your purpose, because chances are you have already discovered your purpose, whether it was from your childhood or your teenage years or either your young adult years. You have actually already discovered your purpose, but you've probably forgotten about it. So remember your purpose. Remember that thing that you were committed to before life started throwing all this other stuff at you. And something that might help you to remember that is maybe journaling, of course praying, getting in the Word, reading the Bible, really seeking God for that. I just wanted to share that with you, to remember your purpose. But yes, that is all for now, beautiful people. Until next time, Lisa May here saying peace, love, and blessings.